Holding it in my hands, I hear someone's forgotten thoughts. Okay, say cheese.
Last time I was here, I was thinking about my little sister.
Sasha,
Sasha was just a few years younger than me.
would you quit that, please? If you don't stop making faces one day, it'll stick to you forever.
I can see the whole town from up here. Come on, Katya. Hold on to the rocks.
I can't! This thing is wobbly! I'm scared!
Okay, Ouroboros. Explorer number 61, your next objective is the phenomenon in the center of the PSZ located in the Pechorsk castle. The phenomenon is confidential, numerous casualties reported. The task requires sufficient combat training. Okay. Damn.
What? They call this pile of rocks a landmark? Sheesh. It's gonna be one long week. Is there anything better to do in Pechorsk?
The rich and powerful made this their home for centuries. They tortured and killed anyone who displeased them, to make an example of them or simply for entertainment. Then, the castle fell into disrepair. This place stood abandoned for centuries, though passers-by would sometimes squat amidst the ruins. In the 50s, the Soviet government finally noticed the castle and turned it into a museum. And now this is all that's left. I wouldn't call myself religious, but maybe we're paying for the sins of the past, for all the sins of humankind.
I know you're in here. There you are. Ouch. If I'm assuming right, the next incident will take place here in the castle. Ah, the door's blocked. How does it? Or maybe I just leave it alone. Hey, is someone in there? The door opened on its own. There was a glimpse of light down the corridor, so I went in, but now it's all black. I'm scared to move on. I hear something moving in the dark. damn. I followed a strange ray of light that came out of nowhere, as if I was in a dream. It led me up here, just one look down makes me dizzy, and that haze, what is it? There you are. Shit. There you are, fucker. Katya. Shit, you scared the fuck out of me. Okay. 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 Okay, Jesus. Alright, let's take a second. God damn. Okay, Katya. You, whoever you are, thanks for leaving me out again. Wait, what's that light up there? I thought the castle was closed. Jesus, Katya. This fucking part. Shit. Here you are. Alright, Katya. So, where are you leading me? Is it where the light came from? Ah, what's this?
You impressed us, Explorer number 61. You made it. All went according to the plan.
What's that voice?
So, what is it like being a hero, a savior, a chosen one, or the destroyer? It was you who invoked the event, didn't you?
Who are you? What is this place? Was it your plan?
No, you did not. Are you upset? You could never be the one, because there is no you. You are a mere echo of many people, an illusion, a composite image. Your dear Katya never existed, too.
What are you saying? I am real. Please don't listen to it.
She is your personal motivator that led you to the center, the castle, me. Congratulations. You made it here. Iteration successful. I am satisfied. Should I reward you? Take this gun and make your choice. Kill her and you will be free to live an ordinary life outside the radius.
No, please. I'm so sorry I brought you here. I didn't know any of this until now.
Kill me, and I will give her human form. She will live, all her memories will come true, but you will vanish. Choose your reward, Explorer number 61.
I don't think we can trust it. about letting you go. But please, I'd rather die than stay trapped in here forever. If neither of us is real anyway, we can't die for real. Don't be afraid to shoot. You can stop it all right now.
What will it be, Explorer number 61? Do you want a name, a home, a future? Or are you going to play the hero and the sacrifice? You must understand that you can't harm the Radius. The work in progress here will continue.
I still don't know who I am or why I'm here, but I do know that Katya has been lying this whole time.
I'm finally free from this place. Thank you. For 1.5 million of this planet's years, the consciousness present in these words slept beneath the earth. It was waiting for something without knowing it. 16 years ago, it was awakened. Since then, it has been waiting actively. Explorer number 61 was released from the Radius 1 year ago. He was given a human form, an identity, a place to live and a place to work. There is a young woman by his side now. Her name is not Katya. He thinks about Katya more often than he would like. He thinks about the zone as he goes about his work, his errands, his ordinary human days. There are questions he asks himself that he cannot answer. The consciousness present in these words is still waiting.
Well, the event happened in 1987, 16 years ago, so the year is 2003. So this must be an alternate Pechorsk where the event didn't happen, or maybe even before the event. Let's walk this back. All of the shadows we run into have normal lives that would be impossible if their town was just obliterated by an asteroid. All of the shadows except for Katya. She is the only one who seems to know what's going on, and the only thread holding this together. In Pirvamai, she stands outside the motor depot and tells me about her dad.
My father was a truck driver.
So this must be her dad.
The film was here just now!
She must have wrote this note. This must be her film. And this must be her camera. This is it. This is where it all started, here in Pechorsk Castle. The 3 different Katyas show this. The timeline goes like this. Her family comes to visit Pechorsk Castle. She takes a picture of something, maybe something she shouldn't have seen, and the UNPSC asks us to take the film before it can be developed. Then in Bolotki, she tells me about her kindergarten teacher who she visits regularly. Then I steal some documents and spook the locals. Then in the factory where her mom works, I steal a tape recorder and a briefcase full of money. Now, even though Katya doesn't say where in Pechorsk she's from, Kolkhoz Zarya seems the most likely.
I used to come to the river to think.
This means she must have known people at the wedding and maybe even in the train yard. And all this time, while I was tailing her and her family all the way from Pirvamai, she must have suspected something was going on. So she went back to where it all began, the castle. If I'm assuming right, the next incident will take place here in the castle. She's all black because she's still in the alternate Pechorsk, but her eyes are white because she's looking into my world as I guide her, just as she guided me. I followed her from the very beginning, tailing just behind as I caused untold devastation. So knowing all of this, knowing what I did to Katya and her family and her town, No, I haven't lost my humanity.
All the necessary data has been recorded.
Are you alright? What's happening to me? After he made his choice, something happened to me. I felt myself separating from the being I'd only just realized I was a part of. It said to me, although, no, it didn't speak, we were still connected. It let me know through impulses sent directly into my neural networks. An act of self-sacrifice has just been performed, and you are to be its beneficiary. Then I was overcome with vertigo and blacked out. When I came to, I was standing in a field. It was speckled with wildflowers that were brighter than anything I'd ever seen before. Blades of grass tickled my ankles as a warm summer breeze blew through the field. A girl of 8 or 9 grabbed my hand. "Katya, come on. Mama and Papa are waiting." Go, I'll be there in a moment," I said, squeezing her hand before releasing it. She threw me an over-serious look. That look children sometimes get when they're trying to prove they're really already adults. Then she shrugged and ran off. I spread out on the grass, face turned up to the sky. A single airplane traced a contrail across the boundless blue. Explorer number 61, wherever you are, even if you are only in my mind now, thank you. Thank you.
But there is still one very big loose end.
The block post was part of the Soviet Army's attempt to take control of the situation in the first days following the event.
What happened to the explorers before us? The UNPSC was formed soon after the Pechorsk event, building on prior rescue attempts by the Soviet government. In the early days, explorers were sent out in groups until one day there was a mass disappearance.
6 years ago, there was a spike in explorer disappearances.
But the work needed to continue, so they sent out explorers one at a time. Lone wolf explorers, lost and confused. One at a time, they come into an empty Vano and accept missions from a computer. Vano is completely and utterly devoid of life, yet everything is up and running, and one at a time, those explorers disappear as well, until they get to me.
Stop. Authorized personnel only.
Now, I know there is only one way out of this place.
Every survivor who left the exclusion zone before the area was cordoned off died within hours.
This means they either left on their own, knowing full well what fate held for them beyond the zone, or the more likely scenario, the UNPSC disappeared them. I believe this because the very first thing they asked me to do is cover up what previous explorers found. Explorer, there was an attempt of data breach by one of your predecessors. You must recover the missing documents in Bolotki village. Then they test my loyalty. To proceed with the missions, you will have to pass one more test before sending me out to do more heinous acts. In the castle, Katya looks into my world with fear. I am the one leading her through the castle, and when she reaches the top, she is taken and transformed.
Your dear Katya never existed, too.
The white statues are not the same Katya as grew up in Pechorsk. I guided her just as she guided me. I gave life to this new Katya, made her memories real, but she wasn't the same Katya that guided me through Pechorsk. I am just like her in that regard. I don't know who I am because I never was anybody.
You could never be the one, because there is no you. You are a mere echo of many people, an illusion, a composite image.
Over time, some explorers have become more and more convinced that mimics are the lost soldiers from the first days after the event. However, there is nothing about bodies of mimics, apart from their shape, that suggests they were ever human. The UNPSC believes, and I concur, that whatever mechanisms are in place here that produce radius-specific species took the soldiers as a template, but the connection ends there.
We are both mimics. The radius has me exactly where they want me. If I shoot Katya, She gets her own life, but they know that I am pliable, accessible. If I shoot the radius, or whatever depiction of the radius that this is supposed to be, they know I can't be trusted, so they put me away. But I am still accessible, and they know that they can use Katya as bait to keep me in line. There's only one way to cut the head off this snake. That is until Explorer number 62 comes along. I just wanted to say thank you so much to anybody who watched any one of these videos for any amount of time. I know YouTube has a thing about, you know, keeping attention and all that, but that's not really that interesting to me. I want to make videos that I want to watch, so that's what this series is here for, and you can take it or leave it however you want to, but that's sort of how I approach video making. When I first made this, the original iteration of this series was about a year ago. I was brand new to video making and still, you know, pretty new to VR too. And I didn't really know what I was doing. It was a pretty big crash course, and I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm still learning a lot, but I have learned a lot over the last year, and I had so much fun making this. This was really just a passion project of mine. I don't really have any interest in monetization, at least not yet. Who knows what the future will hold? I also just want to give a great big shout out to the artist Will Yan, whose music permeates this whole series. I discovered him because I was listening to some royalty-free music on Spotify, just to kind of, you know, just to give it a listen and see if anything fit right for the series, and some of that made it into the series. As you know, if you go back through the creator, you see anything from creator mix, that's all royalty free. But then I heard this one song, and I loved it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely going in. But then I looked closer, and I saw that it wasn't the royalty free. It had Smart Shuffle on, and it turned out to be this artist, Will Yan, and I was like, man, I know YouTube is such a stickler for copyright, so I sent him a message asking him if I could use his music, and he said yes, and the music is great, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, Will Yan. Thank you to all the listeners and the viewers, and I really enjoy making video content, and hope to continue this through ITR2 whenever that's fully released. And thank you again, everybody. Like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. No worries if not. And take care.
You impressed us, Explorer number 61.
Yep, I know.
You made it.
I'm
All
impressive.
went according. So, what is it like being a hero, a savior, the chosen one?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Or the destroyer?
Persona.